Welcome back to Amber Radio. Tonight, settle into the polished bench seat of a 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air. We are drifting down Route 66. The legendary Mother Road, a silver ribbon of concrete connecting the heart of America to the western horizon. Feel the warm air, carrying the scent of dry prairie grass and heated asphalt as the miles slide beneath you. Ahead, the desert towns are beginning there. Neon awakening, flickers of turquoise, hot pink, and buzzing amber, piercing the purple dusk. There is no urgency here. Only the steady, hypnotic rhythm of the white lines, leading you into a state of total peace. The glow of the blue swallow is waiting, promising a warm booth and the comfort of a starlit highway. Close your eyes and let the Mother Road carry you home. Route 66. The Mother Road and the neon horizon, our journey begins now. The afternoon sun hangs like a heavy, golden coin over the vast expanse of the Illinois prairie. A young man sits behind the wheel of a polished 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air, his hand resting lightly on the ivory-colored steering wheel. Beneath the tires, the legendary Route 66 stretches out like a long, silver ribbon of concrete, connecting the bustling energy of Chicago to the sparkling Pacific shores of Santa Monica. Established in 1926, this is more than just a highway, it is the Mother Road, the main street of America. As he drives, he feels the weight of history in the rhythmic thump-thump of the tires crossing the expansion joints of the road. This path was carved by the dreams of pioneers, the migrations of the Dust Bowl, and now, in the mid-1950s, it has become the ultimate symbol of post-war freedom. The air rushing through the open vent windows is warm and carries the scent of dry grass, heated asphalt, and the distant, sweet fragrance of wild clover. There is no urgency in his journey, only the steady, hypnotic pull of the western horizon. As the miles drift by, the landscape begins to transform into a living gallery of Americana. The young man watches as the flat farmlands give way to rolling hills and small, dusty towns that seem to exist in a timeless state of hospitality. He passes iconic landmarks that have become the visual language of the American road. To his right stands a towering muffler man, a fiberglass giant holding a massive wrench, staring out over the highway with a silent, frozen smile. He drives past gas stations with pointed, futuristic canopies, temples of chrome and glass where the pumps are painted a bright, primary red and the smell of gasoline is sharp and nostalgic. The architecture here is bold and optimistic, filled with Googie-style curves and neon signs that promise a world of tomorrow. He sees enormous billboards painted directly onto the sides of weathered brick barns, advertising Burma Shave or the mysterious Merrimack Caverns. The road is a tapestry of textures, the rough grain of wooden fence posts, the smooth shimmer of chrome bumpers reflecting the afternoon light, and the sun-faded paint of vintage motels. Every billboard and every roadside attraction is a quiet invitation to slow down, to look, and to appreciate the vast, beautiful character of the land. The engine of the Chevy hums a steady, low-frequency tune, a mechanical purr that vibrates through the seat and settles deep into his bones. As the sun begins to dip below the horizon, painting the sky in streaks of bruised purple, burnt orange, and soft rose, the character of Route 66 changes once again. This is the hour of the neon awakening. One by one, the desert towns begin to glow. From miles away, he can see the vibrant, humming flickers of neon signs piercing through the twilight mist. They are brilliant electric flowers blooming in the dusk, turquoise, hot pink, and buzzing amber. He watches the reflection of these lights dance across his polished hood, a kaleidoscope of artificial color against the natural darkening of the sky. The air grows slightly cooler, a refreshing breeze that carries the scent of sagebrush and damp stone. Ahead, a particularly bright glow catches his eye. It is a cluster of neon tubes shaped like a steaming cup of coffee and a giant, red arrow pointing toward a low, chrome-clad building. It is the Blue Swallow Diner, a classic roadside sanctuary sitting like a jewel under the vast Oklahoma sky. He feels a gentle, pleasant hunger beginning to stir. He slows the car, the brakes making a soft, rhythmic hiss, as he turns off the main highway and onto the gravel lot of the diner. The journey has been long, the road has been beautiful, and now, it is time for the comfort of a warm booth and a steady cup of coffee. The young man pulls the heavy glass door open, and a small brass bell above the frame gives a cheerful, familiar ting. Instantly, the vast, silent cooling of the Oklahoma desert is replaced by a symphony of indoor life. The air is thick and comforting, a dense blanket of aromas, the sharp, wake-up scent of dark roast coffee, the savory perfume of grilled onions, and the sweet, nostalgic trail of vanilla malts. He steps onto the floor of black and white checkered tiles, their polished surfaces reflecting the vibrant neon glow from the windows like a frozen chessboard. The interior is a masterpiece of streamlined modern design. To his left, a long, curving counter made of brushed stainless steel stretches toward the kitchen, lined with a row of spinning stools upholstered in bright red vinyl and sparkling chrome. To his right, a series of high-backed booths offer a more private sanctuary, their deep crimson leather worn soft by 1,000 travelers who came before him. He chooses a booth by the far window, feeling the springy support of the seat as he slides in. The tabletop is made of pale seafoam green formica, cool and smooth beneath his palms, with a ribbed aluminum edge that catches the flickering light of the desert dusk. In the far corner of the diner stands the undisputed heart of the room, a Wurlitzer 1015 jukebox. It is a cathedral of light and liquid motion. The young man watches, transfixed, as neon-colored bubbles of electric blue, sunset orange, and deep crimson rise slowly through the glass tubes, pulsing like the very veins of the machine. He hears the heavy, mechanical clunker as the internal arm reaches out with slow, hypnotic precision. It selects a thick, black vinyl 45 revolutions per minute record, lifting it with steady grace and laying it gently onto the spinning turntable. There is a heartbeat of silence, a soft, anticipatory hiss, and then the needle finds the groove. The music begins. It is a slow, soulful ballad by the Ink Spots, the tenor's voice as smooth as warm honey. The sound carries the unmistakable, comforting crackle of the airwaves, a texture that makes the music feel like a physical embrace. A waitress in a crisp, starch-white uniform fills his heavy ceramic mug with a steaming stream of dark coffee. But tonight, he craves the true energy of the Mother Road. He orders the blue plate special along with the driver's favorite indulgence, a chocolate malted milkshake. The meal arrives on a thick, white porcelain plate. It is a landscape of pure Americana, 2 generous slices of classic meatloaf, their edges perfectly seared and glazed with a bright, tangy tomato reduction, a deep, ruby red that glistens under the neon. Beside it sits a mountain of hand-mashed potatoes, light and fluffy, with a deep well of melted yellow butter and a rich, dark brown gravy cascading down the sides like a slow-moving river. Beside the plate, she sets down a tall, fluted glass and a heavy, frost-covered stainless steel mixing tin. The chocolate malted is a smooth, velvety brown, topped with a peak of whipped cream. He takes a slow sip through the paper straw. The toasted, nutty sweetness of the malted milk powder hits his palate, followed by the deep, rich cocoa. It is ice-cold, a sharp, delightful contrast to the steaming, savory heat of the meatloaf and the peppery gravy. Clink. His silver fork touches the porcelain. Whir. The milkshake mixer hums in the distance. He takes his time, alternating between the warm, herb-infused meat and the freezing, creamy malt. The textures dance together, the soft, the crisp, the hot, and the freezing. He rests his head back against the red vinyl, watching the steam rise from his plate in slow, swirling ribbons. He is full, he is warm, and for the first time in 500 miles, his mind is completely at peace. The young man pushes the empty porcelain plate away, the silver fork making a soft, final clink against the rim. He reaches for his heavy ceramic mug, taking one last sip of the dark, warming coffee. The jukebox in the corner has settled into a low, rhythmic hum, the neon bubbles still rising in a slow, hypnotic dance. He catches the eye of the waitress as she passes by with a steaming glass pot. He offers a small, tired smile and a brief nod of gratitude. "Take it easy out there, partner," she says, her voice a warm, gravelly whisper that feels like a blessing for the miles ahead. He leaves a few silver coins on the formica table, their metallic shimmer catching the red light of the open sign, and stands up, feeling the pleasant heaviness of the meal in his stomach and the deep, relaxing pull of the long road in his limbs. As he steps outside, the heavy glass door closes behind him with a soft, airtight thud, cutting off the music and the smell of grilled onions. The night air of the Oklahoma plains hits him like a cool, silk sheet. It is fresh, silent, and carries the scent of sagebrush and damp earth. The Chevy Bel Air sits waiting in the gravel lot, its chrome bumpers gleaming under the pale moonlight. He climbs back into the driver's seat, the springs of the bench seat creaking familiarly beneath him. He doesn't start the engine immediately. Instead, he rolls down the window and looks up. Above him, the sky is a vast, indigo cathedral, spilled over with a billion ancient stars. The Milky Way stretches across the horizon like a path of silver dust, mirroring the concrete highway beneath his tires. There is no city light here to dim the brilliance of the universe. It is just him, the car, and the infinite stillness of the desert night. He turns the key, and the V8 engine wakes up with a low, steady purr, a mechanical heartbeat that promises safety and constant motion. He shifts the car into gear and pulls slowly out of the gravel lot, the stones crunching softly under the tires. As he merges back onto Route 66, the neon glow of the Blue Swallow fades in his rearview mirror, becoming a tiny, pulsing spark of red and turquoise before vanishing into the dark. The road ahead is illuminated only by the twin beams of his golden headlights, cutting a path through the indigo mist. Thump-thump. Thump-thump. The rhythmic sound of the tires crossing the pavement gaps becomes a lullaby. The white lines on the road flow toward him and slide beneath the car in a continuous, mesmerizing stream. The steering wheel feels light in his hands. The dashboard lights glow a soft, dim green, casting a peaceful shadow across the cabin. He is moving, yet he is at rest. The car is his cradle, the engine is his song, and the starlit highway is leading him toward a deep, dreamless sleep. The miles are drifting away, the world is falling behind, and there is only the quiet, golden peace of the mother road.